Nunes. I got Nunes. I don't see anybody in the division right now beating her. I mean, she had a tough fight last fight, but I mean, just because it went, as long as it did, and normally you see her going out there and knocking people out in the first round. By no means do I think she's losing it. I think she's just as good as she was before, maybe even better. She looks huge. It looks like she's just gained some weight, and now she's going to be hitting harder because she's got that weight behind her. I got Nunes.
It's hard to go against, Amanda, but I think Felicia's game, and she did hang in there, with Cyborg, and I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Felicia could do well, but I don't know. It's so hard because Amanda is strong in the grappling department too, so it's hard to say. I just think it'll be a good fight. I never like to pick against people. I like to kind of I like to say what they're really good at and kind of say, I don't like to pick fighters because I don't like to hurt their feelings.
Amanda Nunes with first round KO, probably within the first 2 minutes.
No, I think Felicia, she's young girl and she's no afraid, don't scare. She go for it. I think our fight, she have got a lot of experience. And it'll be a great fight. Amanda too, she's improved a lot. You can see all the last fights she's doing great. It's going to be a great fight.
The last fight, Amanda get a little bit trouble with her last opponent because in that level, everybody's very tough. But she's still the champion. She's still young and she's still hungry, I think. And I hope she gets a good company train. If she gets ready, she's have differential, she's special, and I think she have good chance to win again and keep her belt.
Felicia's a Canadian-born and Florida-raised, so I've always been rooting for Felicia before this, but obviously I got to go with Amanda this time.
I think Nunes, pretty quick. She's the one that kind of ended Cyborg's career in the UFC, just off one fight. She's had 35 and 45. She's had the belts for a while. As you could see in the Cyborg fight, she didn't look that much smaller. Everybody else just assumed Cyborg's huge, but Nunes is pretty big too. And I think she can do pretty well at 45. And I think she takes the win.
Amanda Nunes. I think Felicia doesn't have enough experience, and I think she knows that, and it's because there's not that many people in division that they bumped her up to fight for the title. But she's very talented, and I'd be really happy to see her win. But I just feel like Amanda Nunes has more experience there.
Amanda Nunes, by any way she wants.
Amanda Nunes. She's so dominant. Felicia Spencer, though, she is gritty. I love the way she fights. I like her attitude. But Amanda Nunes right now, she's at her best right now. So I got the Lioness.
Good night, Felicia. And probably good night to everybody that she fights, man. She's got a lot of pop on her hands.
I think Nunes will win, but I think that's kind of cool to see that she's defending the 145-pound belt. But yeah, I see Amanda walking away with the W there.
It's hard to, bet against Amanda. She's so dominant. I think that she's going to go in there and get another knockout for sure.
She's had a quick rise to the top, but I'm still going to give it to Amanda.
After Amanda Nunes, what she did to Cyborg, I'm like, fuck, I can't bet against her, dude. I'm
I just don't know how Nunes could lose unless she is not taking this seriously or hasn't been training. Spencer is super, super tough, obviously. She'll take everything you can give her, but I don't know how she wins unless Amanda either gasses out and gives up something or, follows her down to the ground maybe on a big punch and whiffs and gives up her back.
Oh man, I don't want to seem like I'm counting Felicia Spencer out. I mean, that's not the case, but it's really hard to go against the chick that knocked out Cyborg the way that she did. I mean, I definitely think Amanda Nunes would be able to pull out that fight.
I think Amanda for sure. I think that Amanda's too much for her, and obviously, as long as she doesn't get tired, then I think that's the only path to victory for Spencer is they get Amanda tired, and hopefully she could take over in later rounds. But I don't know if she'll make it to later rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I think Amanda should win, but I wouldn't be totally shocked if Spencer does somehow pull up a late round submission or something like that. You know, she's tough. I think she's shown that she's not scared of these, you know, these iconic women. Like she went against Cyborg and took everything she could deal. So I think it'll be a much more competitive fight than people think. But I have to go with Nunes.
I don't know. Felicia, she's tough. She gave Cyborg a good run for her money. And I don't think she's not backing down, as nice of a person as she seems to be. I think it's going to be a tougher fight for Amanda than people are giving it credit for, just based on the Geronimo fight. I think Felicia has she's a little bit more well-rounded in terms of her grappling department, so I think that's going to benefit her into being able to get the fight to the ground, or if she does get taken down, being able to get back up, or being able to get Amanda down to the ground. But Amanda has the power. She's got the striking. So it's a fascinating fight. If I had to